If you find your place of authority and begin to insist on it, that's when you see cracks. You always find loopholes you can exploit. If you go back to your family and the devil brings an argument, even if it's a legal argument, you have legal argument in scriptures to counteract, to fight, to war. There are many levels I do what I do. There's something called the believer's authority that I operate, which every believer has. You quoted that scripture yesterday that God has given us ability. Every believer have that ability. But I also know my place as a priest. I know I have an office. I occupy an office in the body. Yes. And on the basis of that office I occupy, there are many allowances I have. There are other things I can do. Just like the governor can do many other things that you are a citizen, but you cannot do. He can do that because he's who? The governor. So there are allowances he have on the basis of being a governor. That one is different. And I also know how that one works. Hope you know if the governor is sick, his signature is powerful. If he's healthy, his signature is powerful. If he's bedridden, his signature is powerful. If he signs it in the market, it's powerful. He signs it in the kitchen, it's powerful. So that operation of that authority is not dependent on his location or how you perceive him or how he looks. It's dependent on his office. There are things I have on the basis of my office. So when I tell you I want to give you something, you know, I was in Zaria a few days ago and I was preaching, I told them I want to give them something. People felt it was a joke. But the apostle himself told us that I long to come to you that I might. It means I can give. Peter will say, silver and gold I do not have, but such as I have. That's beyond believers' authority. That's coming into another layer of spiritual authority. There's an authorization to operate at that level. And I know the authority. You know that woman in scriptures, the name was Anna, that was trusting God for a child. That the prophet available in her time doesn't have sufficient discernment to tell what her condition was. So the way you are weeping, you must have drank expired kunu. So you are high on something. How can a woman drink by this time of the morning? That was the prophet's position on the woman's intercession. And the woman opened up. She said, I'm a woman of a sorrowful spirit. And he says, I've asked the Lord for this, for that, for that. Even, is he Eli? That is his name. He didn't even want to know your prayer points. He just told her, well, by this time, you think he said it and pray for 35 hours. He was an office speaking. And although that office does not carry a required discernment, that office is still potent. Very potent.